Hello, scholars! I'm here to help you with your first grade skills lessons. My name is Miss Janes, and today we're working on lesson 25. Let's get started. Today's objectives are to read tricky words, read words with short vowels, and read new tricky words, was, when, and why. Just like last time, I'm going to say the word, and then I want you to repeat after me. After, we'll go through all of them again together. Ready? I. A. No. Of. So. Is. To. All. Some. From. Word. Are. Have. Were. Said. Says. One. The. Who. Do. To. One. All right, let's go through them and read together this time. That means you say it at the same time as me, and we'll do all of them. Ready? I. A. No. Of. So. Is. To. All. Some. From. Word. Are. Have. Were. Said. Says. One. The. Who. Do. To. One. Great job. Give yourselves a pat on the back and keep up practicing your tricky words. Then they can't trick you. Next, we're going to look at two sounds that are similar. They're called sister sounds. The two sounds we have are and z. They're both made by putting your tongue up against your teeth. Z. The only difference is the Z or the Z is buzzier. If you touch your throat as you say it, you can feel the buzz. Z. When you say, it doesn't buzz. I'm going to say some words that have the sound or Z at the beginning. And I want you to tell me which word has the buzzy sound, the Z at the beginning. Sip or zip? Zip, that's right. Sap or zap? Zap. Good job. Sit or zit? Zit. Good work. Sing or zing? Zing is the buzzy. Now we're going to listen for the buzzy sound at the end of the word. Listen carefully and tell me which word has the buzzy sound at the end of the word. Bus or buzz? Buzz. Good job. Hiss or his? His. Great work. Peace or peas? Peas. Fantastic. Paste or pays? Pays has the buzzy sound at the end. Great job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Next, we're going to look at our consonant card sound for Z. Here we see that the letter Z, as in zip, is not very common for the Z sound. Two Z's, as in buzz, is also not very common for the Z sound. The most common spelling is an S. That's kind of tricky because usually we think of when we see S. But in the word dogs, it says Z at the end, even though there's an S. Sometimes the letter S is going to say, and sometimes it's going to say Z. Let's read these words to see which ones say and which ones say Z. Pot. That says pans. That one says Z. Mugs. That one says Z. Cup. That one says mat. I heard rugs. I heard Z. Cabs. I heard Z. Bat. I heard is. I heard Z. Has. I heard Z. His. I heard Z. As. I heard Z. Now that we know, sometimes the S says Z. The word is isn't so tricky because we know that if is doesn't sound right, let's try the other way. Is. Remember, even though it's an S, sometimes it says what sound? Z. Very good. Let's look at some new tricky words. What is this new tricky word? This tricky word is was. If you tried to sound it out, you might think it says ass. But that's not quite right. It's was. The W says the right sound here. The S says the Z sound, but the A says Ah, that's tricky. Repeat the sentences after me. I was happy. I was in the store when it started raining. Great job. What's this tricky word again? Was. That's right. 2 more. What is this tricky word? If you sound it out, you might think it says w, n. And that's pretty close. But the H is silent in this word. Say it without the H. W, n. When. There, now it makes sense. The H is just quiet. Repeat the sentence after me. When did you get here? I opened my umbrella when it started raining. What's this tricky word again? That's right, it's when. One more tricky word. What is this tricky word? If you try to sound it out, you might think it says w, y. But that's not quite right. The W does say w, but the H and the Y say I. So this tricky word is why. The last letter gives you a little bit of a hint. That's its name, why. Repeat the sentence after me. Why did you say that? I don't know why the sky is blue. What's this tricky word again? That's right, it's why. Let's look at those one more time. What was this tricky word? Was. This one is when. And the third one we learned today is why. Great job. And that's all we've got for today. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you next time.